It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
He's absolute big hand to math boiling.
Did I talk to you?
Good point. So Steve Jobs is dead. Steve Jobs is dead. He looks pretty active, healthy, robust, charismatic. And Stephen Hawking is still alive. I guess it pays to keep your mouth shut and do what you're told. It's amazing, eh? Smartest man alive. Holds all the answers about our universe and outer space and how it works. And he's also the least likely to go up in a rocket to check out his theories. Been a comedian for about 20 years. It's been a front. I'm a high-realist painter, photorealist painter. Worked for NASA on and off doing freelance graphics for about 20 years now. NASA. As you can see, we got a nice red serpent tongue coming through there. NASA. And there's the UN flag. Also the symbol of the flat earth. Oh, of course, if I say flat earth, I gotta be an idiot, right? That's what they told you, right? It's a ball. There's no Antarctica in this. It's a bird's eye with the North Pole. Right in your face. I know there's going to be some comedians making jokes tonight, but I want to talk about the joke that's on you. Leave the planet, go up and take a look at what it really looks like. Outer space. There it is. There's your world. You know when they took that? 1969. First lunar mission to the moon. You know, the first lunar mission to the moon wasn't so much about going to the moon. It was about having an event so you can go high enough to take a picture after 500 years to prove it was a ball.
From space. There it is. Since you were a kid, you've seen this image. But you've never seen it from that point of view. You've never seen that with your eyes from that scale of a model, that point of view, from outside of the planet's surface. But yet your brain has three-dimensionalized, oh yeah, that's the Earth. How? Through repetition. Next image. How do we get to this point of the image? This is funny. I think this is funny. This is funny. Back in the 60s when they went to the moon, this is the first time we actually had like an instrument of flight to actually go high enough to actually check out if what we agreed to 500 years ago was real. So if they were wrong after 500 years, the question is, would they tell you? It's like a perfect example of them landing on the moon. I mean, it's proof right there. This is an official NASA photo of the first Apollo 11 lunar module landing on the moon. I mean, it's right there. This is proof, man. It's the picture's right there. It's landing on the moon. But the only problem I have with this picture is that it's taken from the moon. I don't know what the big deal was with being the first guy on the moon. It seems the camera crew was already there. The fucking tripod. Camera A, B, C. You know, back in the 60s, I mean, I know people who believe they saw the landing on the moon because they heard it on the radio. Ethel, get in here, they're on the moon, I can hear the dust. My God, I can hear him walk. He's walking slow. There's zero gravity up there. Jesus, they're on there now. They're on there now. I could just see a guy in a sound studio just taking like a bag of salt going, landing on the wooden floor and just going, oh my God, they're there. They're on it right now. Ethel, get in here. Like, how would you know? There was no independent telescope to even like say they went to the moon. The only telescopes that could actually film it were NASA telescopes. Yeah, according to the people who landed on the moon, they landed on the moon. Nobody else could check it out. So there it is. That's a photo. There it is landing for the first time, but how?
All I'm offering is the truth. Nothing more.
Red rhyme. So no more can I keep silent, so I'm busting out this rhyme. It's time to lift the lid on a subject that ain't nice. They snatching up our kids, selling them out like they merchandise.
Honky Pete.
We've overlooked it like a big misplacement, not thinking about the girls beat up naked in a basement. There's no hope for victims, only danger. Forced all the time, having sex with a stranger.
Oh, this is about it.
My friend, this ain't no game. Don't act like you can pause it. Imagine it's your kid in some dirty dude's closet. People tied up, beat down in submission, chained to the bed, can't get up without permission.
Oh my God. This is the kind of stuff he said, okay. He started this out in Hebrews 11:3. I took a little note here. It says, through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so the things which are seen are not made with things which appear. Now his argument was the term worlds here means the planets, the solar system. The word here, if he looked it up in the Greek dictionary, he'd find out it doesn't mean anything like that. In fact, the word is the Greek word eon, which means ages or time periods, not planets. So that you just did with that verse is deception and error.
Well, then explain the two verses that I used that led into that verse, because they did prove that we are the only habitable planet amongst many.
No. Well, first of all, the word planet does not exist. It's used one time in the King James Version, and that's a mistranslation because the actual...
It's always a mistranslation when it doesn't
Hebrew
fit
word,
your side. It's
actual,
always a mistranslation.
The actual Hebrew word is mazalah, which means constellations, not planets. And that's a fact.
And that's not a fact.
Then you're deceived. All right?
If me being deceived means I believe in a spherical earth, I'm deceived, and you can just go ahead and leave and cancel this debate right now, because you're not going to convince me what the Bible clearly says. The earth is not flat, 1,000%, and if I got people in our church that think it is, that's great. I love you, but if you want to go to his little service in the morning, then go to his service in the morning. It's not going to bother me one bit. The earth is not flat. It was disproven 2,500 years ago. You can't show me one verse in the Bible that proves that the earth is flat. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. We're not going to get anywhere else, because here's the problem. You use 2 hours of PowerPoint presentation and your people are quiet. I use an hour and 15 minutes of the Bible and they get mad and start throwing maters and taters at me. Okay?
All right,
so
here's the deal. Let me just say this, and I'm walking out now. But I want to say this. Oh, listen, your folks are standing up yelling, go, get out. Okay, you know what? That's fine with me. Here's the deal. I gave you the scriptures. He gave you his version.
It's always somebody else's version.
Hold on. No.
This is nonsense.
You came up with your scriptures and gave your interpretation of them. I gave mine.
I gave you the Bible interpretation.
I gave you the Bible. I gave more Bible than you did, for a fact, right there. All right.
Oh, really?
That's a fact.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about in your rebuttal, I'll keep my mouth shut and you tell me how wrong I was about your misapplication of the ring stamping in Job chapter 38.
First of all...
Hello? Is it sunrise or not?
Not at all. I don't agree with you.
Turn his mic off. Get out.
Wow.
You're a Bible denier. You're a Bible denier. You're a Bible denier. That is ridiculous. Bible denier. Just get out. Get the band up here. Woo! Let's worship the Lord. I ain't putting up with this nonsense no more. I gave you our platform.